I got my wisdom teeth removed. Okay, chat. So I have a story. I have a story about how my wisdom tooth experience went. It's like it's kind of embarrassing, but you know what? For content, um, keeps it with the intros. I try. I will try. I will try. Don't worry. Um, I just realized that recently that those witty intros are like one way I can put all my old clothes to good use because now I can just make like caricature costumes out of them. Wisdom, yeah, I endured. I know. Wisdom teeth removal is so expensive, but I read online that if you have it done like um maybe at your city's public hospital, like it's a lot more affordable no matter you can get PhilHealth to cover it. Um because of dumbbells. Oh no, not the thesis partners. Thank you. Thank you. I just came from out. I also went to a private one, so it was expensive, but you know. Anyway, so quick story about um my wisdom tooth removal, which is probably not going to be that quick to be honest, but anyway, here it goes. So, listen, I don't know if the dentist tells you or if the front desk tells you, like, rest well the night before. Yeah, well, now I know why. I was not well rested the night before. In fact, I was like pretty cranky and groggy the morning of. So my surgery was scheduled for 11 a.m. of that day. And I came in and I was like groggy and I was cranky because I didn't have a good rest the night before. And one thing to know about me is I have very low pain tolerance. Like I know they say that women have a high pain tolerance because we deal with period cramps every month and everything. But I literally cannot tolerate any other kind of pain. Um like a small finger cut? No, man. No, thank you. I have had, for like, I icky. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And I'm afraid of it. Okay? I'm like afraid of it. So, I go in. I get seated in the dentist chair and I'm awaiting my fate. What does the dentist have to tell me before we start the operation? And she comes in and she tells me, "Here's the thing. The the wisdom teeth on your lower jaw, they're really close to your jaw nerve. Like the big nerve in your jaw. Okay? So, the teeth are like sitting right on it. So, she said that means two things. One, there is a chance you will feel it during the surgery, even with local anesthesia. Second, there is a chance that the nerve will be damaged and you will have jaw numbness." Okay, so imagine I was like sitting in the chair. Okay. And when she said those two things, I was just about ready to cry because I was like, holy shit, I am not ready for this. I was not ready for that news. And then she said, "Okay, so listen. We can decide to push through the local anesthesia, but there is a chance you will feel it again. Or we can schedule you for another day and give you sedative, which is not like general anesthesia. It doesn't knock you all the way out, but basically you're gonna be groggy throughout the entire thing. You're gonna be super relaxed, and even if you feel it, you're not gonna remember it afterwards. Okay." So she gave me those two choices, and I asked, "Okay, if we have to reschedule with the sedative, because they have to get an anesthesiologist for this, when can we have it done?" I asked, like, "Is there a schedule for tomorrow?" Because I really needed to get it done that weekend, because this week I can afford to not upload a video. If you guys haven't seen any videos from me from the main channel this week, that's why, okay? Um, and she said, "No, there's no available anesthesiologist for Saturday." So I was like, okay, for the purposes of work, I do have to get it done today. But then I asked, like, okay, let's continue. So she said, "Okay, we're going to get a 3D scan, right? We're going to get a CT scan of your jaw so that we can, like, map out where exactly the roots of your teeth are. Okay, so we did that. And then when we got the scan back, she was like, yeah, your nerve is like right in between the roots of your wisdom teeth. And then, and then I started crying. I started crying in the chair because I was like so afraid. Okay, I was so afraid. Like literally, I did not want to feel a thing. I did not want to feel. I did not want to remember whatever the fuck was going to happen in this surgery. None of it. Okay, so I just sat there crying. And I was like, what the fuck is up? So after a while, I tried several times to calm down. And I think this might have, I honestly do not know what an anxiety or a panic attack feels like, but I think this might have been the closest I've gotten because every time I tried to calm down, like with breathing or whatever, I would just like get an insane urge to cry again and then it would just continue. Okay. So my eyes were leaking so bad. So at some point, like maybe after 15 minutes or so, I had to like reel it in, okay? And then see, I've been going to this dentist clinic for like 5 months since the start of this year. But the surgeon who was about to operate on me was not my usual dentist. Now my usual dentist was there, okay? And she's like this no nonsense lady who's nice but also kind of intimidating. So she heard that I was like in the dentist chair crying. So she came over and she was like, all right, tell me what's wrong. And I was like, I'm just I'm just really scared of the pain because she said it's like sitting right on my nerve. And then she was like, okay, listen, you're gonna be okay. I've had this done. When I had it done, I had all four taken out at once. It was fine. You're gonna be okay. And I was just like, okay, if you say so. So, 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 so my regular dentist leaves, and then the surgeon comes back, and she's like, ma'am, are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Do you think we can proceed today? Okay, and this time she doesn't come back alone. She comes back with like two assistants. And these two assistants, they ask me, ma'am, are you feeling okay? And at this point, I'm like, I'm so sad, but I'm also so embarrassed. Because I think because at this point the entire clinic probably heard me cry in the dentist chair and we're so concerned about like why the fuck I was having like an emotional breakdown in the clinic at 11 a.m. on a Friday. Okay. So I'm there. I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it. Whatever, fine, take me. Whatever happens, whatever happens. I know the gotcha gods got me. Okay. So I'm sitting there and they start and I was like, it's kind of hard to not get in your head because they like put a sheet over your face until everything is covered and then there's just a hole for your mouth. And I was like, okay, I gotta put my earbuds in. And then not 5 minutes into them starting the procedures and putting on the anesthesia and stuff, my earbuds die. Like they literally die because I hadn't charged them in like months. Okay. So they start they start with the upper one because it's actually, straightforward. It's not near any nerve. It goes fine. I didn't feel anything. And then they go for the lower one. And you know what? I barely felt anything. They had to like crack it into several pieces to take it out bit by bit so that it wouldn't hit the nerve, so that they wouldn't damage the nerve. But as soon as I told them like, okay, I kind of feel like something, they're like, okay, another round of local anesthesia. And I gotta tell you guys, the local anesthesia injection hurt more than whatever the fuck was going on down there. So, it was like all that all that tears and all that build up for nothing. It was totally fine. I was totally fine, guys. So so They're like, yeah, it's out. Both of them are out. They put in stitches and stuff. They prescribed me the meds. I came out, and I was like, damn. And the surgeon was like, sayang yung tears mo, ma'am. Which means like, you wasted your tears on this one. But she said it in like a friendly manner. Okay. And I think that after like the injections hurt, but what actually hurt a lot was when the anesthesia wore off because my jaw was numb for like 3 hours after the surgery. But when it started wearing off, I was watching Bridgerton. I was like in bed watching Bridgerton. It was my time to rest and do nothing. Fuck, man. It started. It started hurting so bad. Maggie, yeah, wisdom tooth removal, yeah. Hi, Maggie. Can we get a shout out for Maggie in chat? Chat, please go check out Maggie. Um, Maggie's channel. So yeah, it it hurt so bad, and then I started crying again because I was like, shit, this is worse. This is worse than whatever the fuck was happening in the dentist chair. So that was it. And then, like, maybe by the middle of the night, the pain had kind of dulled. How long was the recovery? So we're like, it happened a week ago. I got the surgery a week ago. I was supposed to get my stitches out today, but when the dentist took a look at it, she said it's still a little bit inflamed. So I continue taking my anti-inflammatories. I gotta do some antibacterial, antiseptic mouthwash, and then I'll try again next week to see if they can take out the stitches. But like as you can see, I'm not super swollen anymore. Like I still can't. My jaw still has movement limitations, but like earlier this week, chat, I didn't take any Actually, I took some pictures, but no one's ever gonna see those. My jaw was like this. I suddenly grew a jawline. I had like a Chad jawline here. I was like, damn. So that's what I would look like with an actual jawline. Because it was like swollen. So, chat, like listen. It's not a problem. Being in the dental chair, not a problem. The recovery, kind of a problem. Okay, hang on. BRB. I just gotta take this call. Okay, so there you go, chat. And okay, that's when you're in the dentist chair, nothing. You'll be fine. But like it's when the anesthesia wears off that your body's kind of gonna be shocked. So it's up to you, like how much cold stuff you can take. Okay, I'm talking to Dawi. It's up to you how much cold stuff you can take. I, Everyone was telling me to eat ice cream, but I actually couldn't eat that much ice cream because ever since I started like reducing my sugar intake, I get more sensitive to it. So I opted for frozen yogurt instead, and like fruit smoothies, just anything cold. Okay, so it's like up to you what cold thing you can drink. Just like, and I was on a liquid diet for like the first 2 days. I was mostly eating soup. Do I make a Abyss Floor, guys? Yes, I do. That's me. I'm so amazed you actually recognize my voice from that because I do not use my usual voice. Okay. Anyway, to wrap up this story, I went back earlier this week to the dentist on Monday so that they could check that everything was going fine, the recovery was going fine. I swear, chat, every personnel in that dental clinic knows me now because I fucking cried in that chair for a very long time. All of them know my name now. So, but honestly, I'm kind of used to it because it was like that when I was small at my pediatrician's office. Everyone there knew my name because I would cry when it was time to get my injections and stuff, my immunizations. Do they call me Sevy? No. They call me by my legal name, the one I have to put on IRL stuff. Was the bleeding bad? No. The bleeding stopped after like 2 days. So guys, don't be scared of being in the chair because my bottom tooth was impacted. It was close to the root. Okay, if your dentist is reliable, if your dentist is good, you won't feel a thing. The injections suck. I will say that the local anesthesia injections suck. Those are the ones I felt like I had to tank through, but the rest was fine. So it's just like be prepared for after. Because it's gonna kind of suck. Did I get to keep the tooth? I didn't ask. I have to do the other side I have to do the other side. I'll probably schedule it for July because I'm busy most of June. But yeah. Hi, Res. You bit the dentist's hand during the local injection. Jesus Christ. Yeah. 2 days. Well, okay. It wasn't flowing anymore. I just had to. I was just kind of spitting it up a little bit. So yeah, at Severina G plays. So yeah, chat. Anyway, someone asked if I was playing Wuthering Waves. I'm not. I know. Like I mean, I know it might be surprising to you guys because like literally everyone and their mother started playing Wuthering Waves. But I'm not. And it's mostly because I do not have the mental capacity for another open world gacha game. I don't know. I honestly do not know how you guys are able to keep up with so many gacha games. Like you guys are built different, okay? It's not built into me. not it's not in my blood. I just don't have the mental for it. Um and and similarly, I unfortunately don't have the time to make content for it either. Like I already struggle keeping up with Genshin and and Star Rail. And I'm gonna keep it real, guys. I have been trying to do more work life balance, which I don't know if well, I have been like kind of been more selective about like the videos I make, mostly focusing on the guides just so that they're, as top quality as possible because I don't want to spread myself too thin, and I have been getting burnt out like in the last months, and I'm trying to rebalance my work streaming, my video work and my streaming and my life outside of work so that it feels healthier and I can focus more on my own health. um so yeah, and you might see me playing other games. They're just probably not going to be gacha games for a while. Or even if I do pick up another gacha game, it's probably not going to be because it was like super hyped. I've been doing this thing where I spend like a lot less time on Twitter because I feel like I realize that the more I'm on it, the more FOMO I get. And I don't like feeling FOMO. So I just get off it. I do other stuff. Really? Like I tweet kind of occasionally, but it's certainly there was a point in time I felt like I was chronically online. And then when I realized I was chronically online, I was like, I don't like this version of myself because I get the insane urge to tweet every thought that comes into my head. And like that's more engagement potentially. But also it just feels like it just feels like why would I tweet this? It's not even like a cooked thought. It's not even like I don't know if that makes any sense. Like sometimes I still make not horny, but like thirsty. How did I say horny? Sometimes I still make thirsty tweets. Like on an All Hatham art or something. On an All Hatham something. I'm not above that. I will. It's just that, I'm trying to mitigate the effects of FOMO and all of that. And part of that is, I've been browsing other games a bit more, trying to expand my horizons and not get like locked into gacha open world or just gacha stuff or gacha anime stuff. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the bonk. Bonk. Like I've been spending a lot more time with my bunnies. And I've been playing a lot of Civ 6 while recovering. Actually, yeah, I just play a lot of Civ 6 with Halavi. So, I just been playing other stuff. Chill casual game? Yeah, I've been picking up other chill casual games. Mostly city builder games. I really like city builder games, guys. So, Let's play Minecraft someday. Yeah. Sim 6? No. Civ 6, as in Civilization 6. So, what kind of game genres interest me? Honestly, yeah, Sid Meier's. City builders. I really like city builders and management. Like, last year, I picked up City Skylines 1. I haven't picked up City Skylines 2 because I heard very mixed reviews on it. I picked up City Skylines 1, and for a week, I could not put it down. And then when I realized that that the end game was solving your traffic problems, I put it down because I was like, dude, I don't want my city builder to become a road planning thing, you know? So, I put it down. Civ 6 is awesome. Yeah, Civ 6 is basically city builder but make it PvP. So, it's like it's like the sweatier version of a city builder. Total War Rome 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look that up. Have I tried Horizon Zero Dawn? I have tried Horizon Zero Dawn, but I had a hard time getting into it because I I do not have a lot of experience with the action POV of it. Like my experience of not being a top-down city builder game is limited to Genshin, Minecraft, and then other kind of gacha games scattered in between. So I had a hard time getting with the movement and controls of Horizon Zero Dawn, actually. That I just had a hard time with combat overall. It's something that I kind of want to try again with like more readiness to activate my brain. Because at that point I was kind of looking for something to relax with, and I was like, this kind of takes a lot of adjusting. So yeah. What's a live stream? 30 minutes. Which Civ do I like playing in Civ 6? I usually play Pericles because I feel like he's pretty beginner friendly. Although I usually go for cultural victories. I don't really like doing the domination victories. I also really like Germany, whether that's Ludwig II or Frederick Barbarossa. And I recently discovered that I find Byzantine to be pretty beginner friendly also. And I think Japan's also pretty beginner friendly. Like I still feel I'm still learning a lot of things about the game. So I still count myself a beginner even if I've been I've been playing it for the past month, chat, in my downtime. But I'm still learning a lot of new things about it. So yeah. So yeah, I did play the Wuthering Waves CBT2. But I also felt like I wasn't able to spend as much time on it as I wanted to. Or like as everyone else was, for example, because yeah, I think that kind of at that point it kind of solidified for me that okay, maybe I'm not ready to pick up another gacha game yet. And when ZZZ actually had its latest beta testing round, I was invited. I was asked by a Hoyoverse staff if I might be interested. And I actually said that maybe not this time because I'm trying to focus on other stuff, trying not to spread myself too thin. And I also don't know if I'd be able to, dedicate as much time as you guys might need for like actual feedback, right? Because the whole point of a CBT2 is to actually deliver that player feedback. So I really couldn't. Spence, welcome back. Hello. Oh my gosh, look at all these redeems. Thank you for the hydrate. Um, so yeah, just that. It's just like a lot of personal reasons, mostly personal preference why I did not pick up Wuthering Waves when it officially released. We'll see in the future. I mean, it's always a possibility in the future, right? But that's what it is right now. And I know that there is a soft guide on Jian Xin, the Wuthering Waves character Jian Xin, on my channel. And I do see comments there like, I hope you make more Wuthering Waves guides. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but not now. Kojo, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the hydrate. So yeah. Just clearing that up. So, if anyone's wondering, you heard it straight from me.